what maintains the health of our intestines, our immune system, which over 85% is located in intestines. And these stones are toxic balls of waste, which are basically byproducts of the liver's metabolism of filtering the blood and filtering the food we eat. See it as a filter, and that gets clogged just like the engine of your car. You have to do an oil change every so many kilometers, 3-4 a year kind of minimum, or whatever it is. It's so if you're going to do liver flushes, consider doing at least once a year or even twice a year, spring and fall, or 2 in the spring, 1 in the spring, 1 in the summer. All right, because World Liver Day is coming up, and that is the first new moon before the first day of spring, because the spring is when the liver is naturally regenerating. You see it in nature, leaves are growing, animals are born, all of life is being born on the planet, and that's the regenerative. That's why in springtime you feel so healthy and your immune system is not compromised, you're not getting sick. In the winter you do. So most people don't do liver flushes in the winter. The ones that usually are quite healthy and want to jump start to the spring can still do them in the winter, but everybody's got their own cycle, time with the moons and the stars and everything, and how the moon optimizes their liver flush. New moons and full moons, the spring equinox and the fall, the solstice and the equinox. So the new moon before and after equinox and solstice, which is a total of 8 days. There's a full moon before each one of them, that's 4, and then a new moon before and after each of the spring, that's another 4 days. So it's a total of 8 cosmic liver days, and the main liver day is the new moon before the first day of spring, because spring and the new moon are the top regenerative times to cleanse your liver. So there it is. That was the coconut liver flush there, documented. And we got the Castor pack, the niacin. So right now, all my flushing is gone. Look at that. No more red stuff. And I don't know if you could see it on there, but it was really obvious to me. I was very red and flushed. Now I'm going to have one more niacin here. I'm going to do my second enema. So basically the recipe as I see it, the best way to do it is 1 to 3 days of prep work, eating a liver cleansing diet which includes a high percentage of raw fruits and vegetables, sprouted, legumes, seeds, nuts, sprouted though, live manna bread. If you're going to do that, you want to be on a mostly liquid diet, including the master cleanse, including the liver electrolyte drink, which you can look on YouTube and find these. The liver electrolyte drink replenishes liver electrolytes, which you lose in liver flush electrolytes. And so, I mean, that is important, but the main thing is that 1 to 4 days of a liver cleansing diet, high in raw, rich, organic foods, and do as much smoothies and raw soups, all liquid, as you can, because that's going to empty the digestive system and make more room in the liver and get it ready, because it's going to power the liver up. So after 1 to 4 days of prep, including the castor oil packs once a day for 3 days, 1 hour each day for 3 to 4 days before you flush with the liver cleansing diet. You can take niacin each day, 100, 500 milligrams a day. You can do coffee enemas every day, once a day, even twice a day for 3-4 days leading to the flush. And this is your time to take the time off from your busy schedule, and take the time and care for yourself and love your liver. Love your liver and live longer. So here's the niacin, the second one. So let's go through the recipe one more time. 100 to 500 milligrams of niacin, the first thing you take. 10 minutes later, you start drinking the oil and the lemon juice. Do a coffee enema. Alright, like I said, it doesn't matter so much, but I would say let's get right down to niacin, then coffee enema. Then sip the lemon juice and olive oil alternately for 1 to 2 hours, sipping back and forth slowly to let your stomach release at a tablespoon per 10 minutes or whatever it is, teaspoon. And that is then that, and then so you done the niacin, the coffee enema, then sip the oil and lemon juice. Then after you sip that, take another niacin and do another coffee enema before and after the olive oil and lemon juice. And during the whole time you can be doing Castor packs. The Castor pack, like I said, is really good as well. And that's it for this basic to intermediate liver flush. I am going to be soon putting out a video on the advanced liver flush for those of you that have been following me and doing liver flushes and trying these recipes. I am going to put together a protocol to really prepare for it and do a series of liver flushes properly, maybe anywhere from 2, 3, or 4 liver flushes in a period of 1 or 2 weeks, which is really going to boost you up and take you to the next level. So I haven't done my second coffee enema. I did the niacin, the coffee enema, and drank the oils, then the Castor pack. Now taking the niacin one more time, another 500 milligrams. That'll dilate the bile ducts again. I'm going to do the coffee enema now, and basically keep this Castor pack going all night. And in the morning, hopefully, we're going to get a bunch of pile of stones, you can see. And then I'm going to test the stones, my own testing here. I'm going to add apple cider vinegar to a bowl. Put some stones in the apple cider vinegar, because apple cider vinegar is supposed to dissolve liver stones because of its malic acid content. I'm going to juice green Granny Smith apples, which the green Granny Smith apples have the highest concentration of malic acid out of any other apple. Apple cider vinegar has more malic acid per unit of liquid than green Granny, so we'll test that out. Then we're going to test out the orthophosphoric acid, a liver flush product you haven't heard of, which you use 6 to 20 drops in a glass of water, and that goes and dissolves liver stones, and it tastes kind of like lemon juice. We're going to put that in a bowl and add the stones. So hopefully we get the stones for this testing purposes. Maybe get some Chansa Pedra Stonebreaker tea, make the tea, put the stones in that as well, then do some stones just in water as a and then also do stones, well, we'll see what else we think of, but we're going to do some testing on the stones and see how well they dissolve on in different mediums, and the malic acid, and also, yeah, the malic acid powder. We'll get that too. We'll try the all the different combinations. So basically, this is it. This is the #1 cirrhosis cure. If you have cirrhosis and you want to do the work to naturally heal your cirrhosis and avoid expensive and risky liver transplants with blood possibly rejecting it and dying, this is your alternative chance to basically do the inner work to clear the stones out of your liver and get it back functioning more and more. The Castor packs also dissolve the fibrous tissue, the scar tissue, and with the Castor packs, other options with the Castor packs, which take it to the next level for cirrhosis. I will show you what else you can use. You can use, okay, vitamin E, vitamin A, and one of the other big things to use is, let's have it here, is aloe vera gel. Like, you can get it from the aloe vera plant and put that with your castor oil. You can put vitamin E or vitamin A as well. These are all going to help dissolve the scar tissue, which is causing your liver to not be able to regenerate properly and get back to healthy, rejuvenated cells. So we got to dissolve the scar tissue, and we got to get rid of the stones, and we got to, by getting rid of the stones, allow for more bile production to get the liver to detoxify the blood and let it filter properly, get those stones out, and dissolve the scar tissue. Those are the top things. One more product I'm going to speak about dissolving the scar tissue on cirrhosis of the liver and fibrosis of the liver is enzyme called serrapeptase. Serrapeptase was first discovered in the intestines of the silkworm. And if you think about it, when the silkworm comes out of its cocoon and turns into a butterfly or moth, basically its intestines releases this proteolytic enzyme, which is protein digesting, which also, if you look at thread per thread, a silkworm's cocoon versus solid metal, the cocoon, the silk, just like spider webs and the silkworm, is 10 times stronger thread per thread than steel, than metal. So actually it dissolves that. So they found it dissolves sticky platelets of blood. It's a natural blood thinner. If you're on a blood thinner, you're on rat poisoning, this is going to kill you. You're going to die from this. This is not going to help. This is basically doing the opposite. It's destroying it. So the serrapeptides, they've done experiments for 30 years now. It's been well documented that it dissolves sticky platelets in the blood, which causes the arteries to thin and thin, because the blood platelets stick to the arteries, and this will unclog it. If you've ever had heart disease, serrapeptase enzyme is good for that, and it's also good at dissolving the scar tissue in the liver, the fibrous tissue, just like it dissolves the silk cocoon from the silkworm. So there's one more other huge cirrhosis cure, the serrapeptase enzyme. Alright, and if you want to research a bit more, you can even find this enzyme from earthworms, and it acts as much like it's dissolving the sticky platelets in the blood and also the scar tissue on the liver. Alright, so Castor packs and the serrapeptase enzyme are two liver fibrosis and cirrhosis scar tissue dissolving agents. Alright, so that's it for this one. I'm going to go have my second coffee enema and just keep this bottle heated, and hopefully, like I said, in the morning I'll have results to show, and we'll do the testing on the liver stones. And these liver stones are definitely better out than in. You do the liver flush for yourself and you'll know without a doubt that these stones came from your liver, and you can feel them move through your bile duct. Alright, and basically you have clear skin. The next day you feel your brain functions at a higher level, higher IQ. You basically organize your life. Internally, what goes on happens in the externally. You're organizing your life, you're detoxing, so you're very concentrated and stuff. So enjoy it. This is an awesome recipe, and we got lots of things working for us here. So thanks very much for watching. That is the cirrhosis cure treatment, natural.